In the early 2000s, Nissan was close to collapse. The company was drowning in debt, shutting factories, and laying off workers. And right in the middle of this crisis, Nissan decided to build one of the most expensive, risky performance cars in its history. A car so controversial that many executives wanted it canceled before it was even born. This is the story of how the Nissan GT-R almost never existed. By the late 1990s, Nissan was in serious trouble. The company had over $20 billion in debt and was losing money every year. Sales were weak, product lines were outdated, and Nissan's once legendary performance image had faded. In 1999, Nissan was forced to form an alliance with Renault. That's when Carlos Ghosn arrived, a man known for cutting costs, not chasing dreams. Factories were closed, thousands of jobs were cut, and every project that didn't guarantee profit was placed under review. That included one very risky idea: bringing back the GT-R. The GT-R name wasn't just another badge. The Skyline GT-R dominated racing in the late 1980s and 1990s. Nicknamed Godzilla, it destroyed competitors in touring car championships worldwide. But by 2002, the Skyline GT-R was discontinued. Why? Because it was too expensive to build, too complex, and didn't sell in large numbers. To Nissan's finance team, the GT-R was a problem, not a solution. So when engineers proposed a next-generation GT-R, executives asked a simple question: why should we build a car that will lose money? Nissan's engineers didn't want to build just another sports car. They wanted to build a car that could beat Porsche, Ferrari, and Lamborghini for half the price. The plan included a hand-built twin-turbo V6, an advanced all-wheel drive system, a rear-mounted dual-clutch transmission performance that could challenge supercars. The problem? This car would cost billions to develop. At a time when Nissan was fighting to survive, the GT-R looked like financial suicide. Several board members pushed hard to cancel the project. But one man believed the GT-R could save Nissan's image. Inside Nissan, the GT-R project caused serious conflict. Finance teams saw nothing but risk. Marketing teams worried the car wouldn't sell globally. Executives questioned whether customers would trust Nissan over European supercar brands. Carlos Ghosn himself was skeptical. He reportedly told engineers, "If you build this car, it must be the best in the world. No excuses." That was the condition. If the GT-R failed, it could damage Nissan's recovery permanently. The engineers took that challenge personally. The GT-R was tested relentlessly at the Nürburgring. Every lap was analyzed. Every weakness was attacked. The engine, the VR38D ETT, was hand-assembled by master craftsmen known as Takumi. The car was brutally fast but also heavy and complex. Some critics inside Nissan said it was too aggressive, too expensive, and too extreme. Once again, cancellation was discussed. In 2007, the Nissan GT-R was finally revealed. And then the numbers came out. 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3.5 seconds. Quarter-mile times rivaling supercars. Nürburgring lap, times faster than cars costing twice as much. The automotive world was shocked. This wasn't just a fast Nissan. It was a supercar killer. The GT-R didn't just succeed. It changed Nissan's global image. It proved that Japanese engineering could rival Europe's best performance didn't have to cost a fortune. Nissan was still capable of greatness. What once looked like a financial mistake became a symbol of ambition. Ironically, the car that almost got canceled became one of Nissan's most iconic vehicles ever. The Nissan GT-R exists today because a group of engineers refused to play it safe. It wasn't built to make sense. It was built to make history. So here's the question. Would the modern car industry still allow a car like the GT-R to exist today? Let me know what you think.